Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we have a super challenge about making Quran like the Quran. We will open our Skype very soon. So if there's any Muhammadan would like to share with us why even such a challenge exists, because a challenge like this, I find it very hilarious and very stupid. And it doesn't make sense, because I can say, I challenge Allah to make one page like my book. And then when Allah, he make one page like my book, I would say, this is my page. So the stupidity sometimes go beyond imagination. Either we have a God who is making a challenge can be fit to be considered a challenge, or the challenge is stupid. As an example, what about this God? He do something in front of our eyes, and then he say, "Can you do the same?" Then I will say, "Okay, well, this is not. I cannot do it. Right? I give up." Like as an example, he can resurrect somebody from death. Then he say, "Can you do what I just did?" Then we will say, "You know what? We give up. No, we cannot." But to say you write a book, and then can you make a book like my book? That is the most silly, stupid challenge ever. However, a person who knows Islam very well, he will find sooner or later that the one who wrote the Quran is not even Allah. And I am not making a statement here. Muhammad himself confirmed that. This is a hadith, and this is why we say we are very thankful for Muhammad, because he cannot keep his mouth shut. The more he talk, the more he make poo-poo. And this is one of his poo-poo. The Prophet, not this hadith, hold on. This hadith. The Prophet said that the first thing Allah he created a pen. The first thing he created what? A pen. And then Allah, he told the pen to write. What he write? He write everything. Any Muhammadan have any opinion? Who is the one who wrote everything? The Quran, the destiny, Muhammad's story, Muhammad's life, what people will do, what people will not do. The one who wrote this is the pen. So where is the Quran of Allah? So Allah, he made a pen, and then he told the pen, write everything. And then the pen, he did write everything. Is Allah even telling the pen what to write? If so, show me. As you see, this is the whole details in the front of us. It says that he told him to write the destiny, to write whatever, forever. For what? Forever. And the first thing Allah, he created, according to Muhammad here, is the pen. And that will bring more questions to the stupidity of this religion. Because in different location, Muhammad, he said that the first thing Allah created is something else. And as you see, this is a Sahih hadith. It says here in this hadith that Allah, he cast his light. The first thing Allah, he created, in this hadith here, he threw light at the darkness. Okay. And it says upon them. Them who? The verse here saying, or this hadith saying, that Allah, He created people in darkness. And then Allah, He cast light upon them. So the first creation Allah, He created, there was just total darkness. And there is a people who they are living there in that darkness. And then Allah, He cast His light upon them. Okay. So whoever is touched by the light is guided. And whoever not, he goes astray. And then we will go to the pen. We are just coming to that part. So how you are guided, Allah, He hit His flashlight on the people. The one who the light hit him, he was guided. The one the light did not hit him, because the light obviously is not so strong, he was not guided. And then the story continues saying, not only he is not guided, he goes astray. It is for this reason that I say to you, I say that the pen have dried with Allah's knowledge. What is that? The pen has dried with Allah knowledge. I'm trying to connect the relationship between Mr. Pen, not Mr. Bean, and the relationship with the knowledge of Allah and the light of Allah hitting the one, striking the one who became guided. Any Muhammadan can help us. My Skype is open, by the way. Then we continue. The madness of Muhammad continue, explain his religion. This is the one we showed you already. And as you see, all of them, they are sahih. This is different hadith from Jami' al-Tirmidhi is saying that Allah, He created the pen as the first thing He created. And He wrote whatever is going to be forever. Here we need to ask ourselves, Allah just said to the pen, write. He did not tell him what to write. So the Muslim, they say that the Quran is telling us about what will happen for destinies to come forever. So one of the things that the pen he wrote is the Quran. Therefore, the one who made the Quran is a pen made in a manufacturer. You see, you might say, well, the one who made the pen is Allah, and then the pen made the Quran. And then by doing this, by saying this, you can say that Allah is the one who made the Quran. No. Because as you see here, the pen is independent. All what Allah He said to the pen, just write. He did not tell him what to write. He told him, write their destiny, write everything. Write everything. That's it. Read carefully what Allah He said to the pen. This is the conversation. He said to him, to the pen, sorry. He said to it, write. So it wrote what will be forever. Is that Google? Alexa? What is this? So then we find that based on this, that the one who wrote the Quran is not even Allah. And the one who made the destiny is not even Allah. It's an automatic pen created, made by Allah. Here we have more details. And this is telling you how Muhammad, he add, more stories to his story. Like because if Muhammad is telling a story, why the story is not the same everywhere? Here it says that one of the companions of Muhammad, he said, I heard the messenger of Allah, he says, the first thing Allah created was the pen. He said to it, write. The pen, he asked what I should write. This is the talking pen. This is a talking pen. Question, is that pen a living pen? What do you mean the pen? He said to Allah, what I shall write. Any Muslim can explain to us? Allah, he created the pen, we got it. Then the pen, having the discussion with Allah, Allah said to the pen, write. The pen, he says to him, okay, sir, what I shall write. That means this pen is a living creature. Is he a person? His name is Pen, or he is a pen? Do we have any Muhammadan from the Pen tribe? Anyone? My Skype is open in case you like to pin me a call. So here we notice that the conversation is very limited. There's a conversation between two. One, he is Pen, and the other one, supposedly, is Allah. Allah, he said to the pen, write. The pen, he says to him, what I will write. And by the way, the translation here, it says, my Lord. He does not even call him Allah, which is weird. So, what I will write, my Lord? He said, write what was the decree about everything till the last hours come. Now, when this conversation is ended, and I challenged the Muslim to give me more details to make it clear that Allah, he told him details. He did not. He just told him, write everything. We need to ask ourselves how the pen, he got the information about what to write and why he's writing anyway. Actually, it's a big challenge to the Muhammadan to tell us why Allah even need a pen and why he is writing. Any writing. You see, God, he wrote the Ten Commandments to Moses, but this is to give it to Moses, not because God, he need to keep it in his room. Allah now, he creating a pen, and he is writing with that pen, the pen moving by itself, the destiny, the decree, everything until the day of judgment. Actually, even after the day of judgment. It says forever. Here it says until the day of judgment. In the other hadith, it says forever. And here you see there's a contradiction because there's a huge difference between forever and until the day of judgment. Right? Here it says the day of judgment. Here it says forever. What will be forever? And forever, part of it is going to be the heaven and the hell, because they are forever too. And here you see how Muhammad, he contradicted himself. In two words at the end, he made himself exposed. So, questions Muslims cannot answer because this is a very funny religion. We discovered that the God of Islam, he did not make the Quran. It was Mr. Pen or Mr. Bean. And Allah writing a book for himself does not make sense. Because why Allah, he need to write a book for himself? You see, I write my knowledge or what I learned, because, you know, knowledge is, it's part of it you learn from somebody, and part of it, it is you thinking and teaching someone else. So you take what you learn and you add to it from your knowledge, or let us say from your thinking, and then you can write a book, and that will be your book. Because if you are taking just what people says before you, that is not your book no more, because simply you are just saying what they said. Here we have, Allah is telling the pen to write. The pen who wrote, the pen who thought, the pen did not get details from Allah, and I challenge the Muslim to show me where it says the details. In the same time, we have a talking pen, which means this pen is a living pen. If we try to find the description where the pen is even writing, that is even more hilarious. Allah I'm trying to find you something in English, but maybe we will not be able to find those in English because they are very funny and hilarious. Let us find some hadith, and then you will see why I'm laughing. If you go in the Quran, actually, you will find the Quran mentioning in chapter 82, verse number 22. And by the way, some of you says, like, I better zoom out so they can read the whole thing, like the numbers, etc. My friend, always when I mention anything, I say the number, I say the chapter, same for the hadith. However, always you can freeze the video. You can search for the exact text in your Google, Prophet Google, peace be upon him, and you will find exactly the verse. Very easy. So, Allah in chapter 85, verse number 22, he did not say that he put everything in guarded tablet. It was the pen. Now we have two things then. We have the guarded tablet, and here I want you to focus with me with the word guarded. Why Allah he need to guard his tablet if it is with him? Who has access to it? Allah he put the tablet between the eyes of an angel. His name is Israfil. And by the way, this exists between the Shia and the Sunni. They share the same understanding for this story. Let us see what Ibn Kathir want to say about this, chapter 85, verse number 22. Until now we have zero Muslim trying to contact us. Fear in the atmosphere. So this is Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir saying about this verse, meaning among the most high gathering, guarded from any increase or decrease, distortion or change. But hold on. Anyone notice with me what does that mean? Let us see between of you who is the deep thinker. Always there is a special one somewhere who think differently. Anyone notice what does that mean? Focus with me carefully. Allah he wrote a tablet and he kept it with him. He put it between the two eyes of the angel Israfil, and the border of it is covered by zabarjad. I will see what zabarjad is in English. I will try to find what the word is. And the tablet is made from flour, like, you know, the one you make bread from, which is very weird. And the purpose of this tablet, so nobody can increase and nobody can decrease and nobody can do distortion or a change. Why Allah he need this tablet if he is going to be having it? And why he is worried about the change if nobody can touch it? You can text me only if you are a Muslim. If you are not, please don't. Anyone? And there is a bigger problem here. As long the pen he wrote in this tablet, everything from the beginning. Remember, the first thing Allah he created, it was the pen. And he told him to write everything. That's meaning the Torah is there. The Injil is there. The book of Psalm is there. So why Allah don't share it with his Prophet Muhammad? As long Allah he have a copy of everything, and it's guarded in a guarded tablet, and this guarded tablet written from the beginning of the time. If you notice with me here in the verses, the verse before it says that Quran is in the tablet. Does that mean the tablet is only for the Quran? If so, that means Muhammad he lied when he said that Allah he told the pen to write everything. Do we have any Muhammadan have any comment? By the way, tomorrow I might be early morning in my time. So get ready. We might have a very hot occasion. Do we have any Muhammadan? Then if we ask the Muslims, tell us please about this tablet. You will read the stories, and by the way, Ibn Kathir in English have nothing to do with Ibn Kathir in Arabic. I'm sure if I go to Ibn Kathir in Arabic, I will find different story from Ibn Kathir in English, as usual. And here we go. I was right. This is Ibn Kathir in English, in Arabic, sorry, as you see. While in English, it's one line, it's just one line. There's two lines. One is reading the verse. The other line is to explain the verse. Ibn Kathir in Arabic is way longer. And it says that this is something preserved in the forehead of the angel Israfil. And it says here that Allah, he put it, this tablet, between the eyes of Israfil to the point that Israfil himself, the angel, he cannot even look at it. And then Ibn Kathir, he described this tablet, how big, how wide it is. So he say here that this lawh, he made it from, like a flower or from pearl or whatever. And the size of it is between the distance between the earth and the heaven. And the width of it is between the east and the west. And the edges of this is made by pearl and rubies. The side of it is made from red rubies, and the pen which write in it is a pen from light, and the writing in it, or the word in it, it's connected to the throne of Allah, which originally in the lap of an angel. If you don't believe me, that this is what it says, and here actually there's more description. Here it says, let us see actually if we can find this hadith in English. Here, give me a second. And then we will show you the... No, we cannot find it. Anyway, I will send you the link so you can save it. I will translate to English first. This is the English translation. Look what happened to Ibn Kathir in English, guys. Ibn Kathir in English translation for the verse. This is just the verse we are talking about. All of this page is for one verse. In Ibn Kathir in English, it is just this. Can you believe it? This is why I say to you, you cannot learn Islam from Muslims. What kind of a translation? He ate the whole translation. Why he ate it? Are you translating or making a new book? So they took the whole long translation and they make it one line, because now what is left is this. This. Compared to what? Compared to this. Can you believe it? So anyway, let me send you the link and you can use Google Translation. I translated for you already what it says. So Allah, he preserved the tablet between the two eyes of Israfil. Israfil is an angel. Muhammad, he stole the names again from other people. You do not know even what Israfil means. And Israfil is not permitted to look at it. That's why he put it between his eyes. In this tablet, Allah, he wrote in it all the decree. What comes before and after. And it describes how this tablet looked like. Rubies, red rubies, you name it. The tablet, nobody can see and nobody can read save Allah alone. As you see, even the angel, he cannot read it. And if Allah, he want to give a permission to somebody, he will, supposedly, according to the interpretation. In the middle of the tablet, it says, Allah, he wrote that his religion is Islam and Muhammad is his servant and his messenger. Can you believe it? This is in the front of the tablet. Allah, he sent 124,000 messenger and prophets, but Allah, he wrote in the front of the tablet, what is supposed to be the Shahada. And then he described the look of this tablet. And look how big this tablet, obviously Allah, he cannot write small font. His eyes is not really sharp. And if this is true, that this tablet where Allah, he wrote everything, is in that size, I wonder, why it is so big?